Jack, welcome back to Manchester. Last year, you were the kind of young gun of this team. How does it feel to be a little bit in a different role this time?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, last year I felt like I was in a bit of a different position. I'd had a summer of injuries, and I was obviously in the team with Andy, and Cam was here as well. And it was an amazing experience. You know, obviously my debut here couldn't have been any better, to be honest. Playing in front of a full packed crowd in Manchester, and it just didn't get much better. So it was a bit of a different position I was in. Obviously we could rotate the squad and this sort of thing, but this year feels amazing to obviously be in a better position to be hopefully the person who's at the top of the team and ready to do a good job for the team.
Captain Leon Smith said you really got the Davis Cup, you felt. You really kind of understood what it was all about. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one, really. Before I actually went to Davis Cup for the first time in Colombia or here, it's hard to know what it's like. It's hard to understand why people make such a big deal out of it, why it is such a prestigious event. And, for the first time I came, obviously, in Colombia and here, I really understood the value of it, the value of playing for your country, the value of being a part of the team, how fun it is, but also at the same time how important it is and the feelings you get from winning a match, and obviously playing in front of amazing fans as well. And so, for instance, this year, I've obviously, a lot of the players, but I've had a really busy period, obviously going deep in the US Open, and I haven't had much time to have rest or anything like this, but it was really big for me to come here. It was something that I didn't have to think too much about. Playing for my country, playing in a home environment. This is exactly why I play tennis and exactly where I want to be. So I'm really pumped to get out there and compete and give my all for the team.
Djokovic is playing Davis Cup this week. Alcaraz. It's important that we keep it in the heart of the tennis year, I think.
Yeah, definitely. The Davis Cup is one of the most prestigious things in the sport. We've seen that through the amount of greats who have obviously valued it and wanted to play, and it's a good chance to play for your country as well. And obviously growing up and watching all of that and seeing how important it is, us winning the Davis Cup in 15 or 16, I think it was maybe 15. Seeing Andy lead the team and them win it was a big part of our history in Great Britain and at the LTA. So we want to keep on that tradition and keep going.
The banter in the room, is that the best bit of the week almost?
I think I obviously came a bit late, so maybe I've sort of missed the joking around and the fun of it. Obviously, it's still very fun and stuff, but I think now we're in match mode. We want to do our best for the team and for everyone. It's sort of get into match mode now, and hopefully we can stride forward the next few days.
Your most famous contribution last year, apart from the win against Kokonach, was probably the drive home. What are your memories of that at this stage?
Yeah, I mean, look, it was amazing to be with Andy. Not only at the Davis Cup, but obviously, he was probably one of my biggest idols growing up, along with a few other players and stuff, and to not only be here but to sort of experience a 4-hour car journey with him, listening to all his interesting music and my music too was really fun, and just to spend some time close to someone who you've always admired and always looked up to was obviously very special.
Have you had a chance to reflect on last week yet, or is it still swirling in your head?
No, I mean I think yeah, a couple of things. I mean I feel calm, I feel good, because I've been working hard for a long time now. I've been really trying to move forward with my tennis, and I've been waiting for that sort of big thing to come, and obviously making semis of a Grand Slam and being in that position and playing on the most important stages in the world is something that I've been wanting to do and been waiting to sort of see what happens. So I feel really good about that, and it's good to show my hard work and my game, how that's coming together. Obviously I've still got so much to improve, but it was really good. But also in a sport like tennis where everything is so relentless, we're on to the next week all the time. It's hard to reflect, and so I'm here now, and I want to do my best for the team, and then moving forward, it's Asia and all this sort of thing. So I think when I get a prolonged period, I'll definitely look back and be very proud of myself.
You must learn so much, almost in defeat as much as victory in those 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I think I went through a period at the start of this year where I was playing a lot of top players because I wasn't seeded in tournaments, and I think there was a period I took 3 7-6 in the thirds in a row, And I realised that my game was obviously there with these top players, but I needed to be braver. I needed to believe in myself more. I needed to take it to them, and I needed to just believe in myself, like I said, a bit more. So I think I went through a few periods this year where I lost quite a few matches on the trot, and I knew it was important for me that if I wanted to come through those matches and come through these challenges, that I needed to change my identity as a player and change the way I was mentally. So I feel very proud of myself throughout my learnings and stuff, but obviously that never stops in tennis. It's kind of like it's a losing sport. We can't win every week, so we're going to keep on learning each week and keep on trying to adapt and get better as a player.
Final question. We are in Manchester. Oasis is home. You were speaking about that out in New York. Have you got your tickets for next year yet, or are you still working on it?
I have, but I'm not sure if I'll be here because obviously I never know when I'm going to be in the UK. But obviously, Oasis and music in general, huge part of my life as a player. Obviously, it's an individual sport. We're on our own a lot, so music, podcasts, anything like this, it's a lifesaver for me, especially when I'm on the road. So Oasis has been a huge part of my life, and I think their music's incredible, and unbelievably happy that they decided to get back together and give us a few gigs and give us a big celebration over the summer.